still. Yeah, it's just a mess. It's just a giant pulsating mess.
Happened. You go down, you grab the arm, and you're just like, no, I don't feel anything. And then you lift up the arm, and it's not attached to anything. You're like, wait, I gotta try this again.
I want to use my demonic senses. I want to see if this creature still has a soul.
Okay.
What would that be under perception?
That would be, and that's a power you have, right?
I think it's under my the devil's luck. No, that's what I'm let me see, supernatural. Oh dang! I would think that the fire and the blood senses would add something to it, don't you think?
I would say that you would probably be able to sense
And if so,
you could sense a life force, if anything. Yeah, for sure. So roll your perception.
It's an 8 plus.
Or awareness.
That's a 16.
16. Yeah, you look again and
my eyes
you don't
shimmer.
see anything left there. You see essentially the empty shell, and you kind of see what in your mind looks like a yellowy essence, but you know that to be more like just an explosive power than a soul or anything.
Nah, this thing's dead. This thing is dead. Click. Yeah, we got a dead turtle man back here. High Speed went to town.
I didn't mean to, I swear. Blind rage, I promise.
Gotcha on the phone. Like, did anybody see this, or like, are we in the clear, or do we have like bad publicity coming your way?
Only one, the woman who was in here getting chased by it.
Do we need to kill her?
No!
Well,
No.
you like killing other people.
No,
That wasn't even a person, that's a turtle.
Killing's not going to solve this problem. Killing caused the problem, not going to solve it.
Hey, well, that all depends. I just don't think you guys are willing to solve the problem that way.
Exactly, I agree with Hellion.
We have ways of erasing memory. My dad.
This is
very
devious. This is devious. I guess. You know what? I'm glad I'm here. New supervillain team. Yeah.
My parents change memories all the time.
I don't know. Would they be reacting? I mean, I'm just reveling in it. I'm not actually causing it to happen.
True.
You
are kind of stirring the pot, though.
Truth be told, I'm just happy to see
He's
you
just
squirm.
witnessing.
I just love watching someone who's like, I am a good person. I meant to do well. And I'm just adding yeah, here's some bad luck pepper. Enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, because I perfectly agree. We should be killing bad guys.
And as you guys are having this conversation, you hear a explosion from the offices above.
Oh.
And you feel the building rumble and shake a little bit. And I think
Hellion,
that's
did
where
you
we will
rip
call
ass?
it for tonight, as it's 11 o'clock.
The only one who shat on their job today is you. Boom. And actually, I think what happened as soon as the explosion goes off, I go, oh yeah, their boss is upstairs. He probably did that.
Oh, shit, his boss ain't gonna like seeing this. And
comes down in his Bowser mech suit. That would be cool.
Us, because I think we'll just scene this together. Where we left off was you guys morally discussing the possible issues of murdering turtles that committed crimes.
We did. That is the last thing we did. Yeah.
And as you guys were having your great discussion on this, you hear an explosion from the office area above.
Yeah. It's the King Kappa.
What was my Luke doing at this time? He was doing something.
You have him on the 5th floor because you had him follow the giant Kappa guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when shit started hitting the fan down below, you put him in a corner so he'd be hidden.
And you like, and then yeah, that's kind of where he's at. He's just in a corner near that doorway that leads into that weird, almost like a closet space. You see, like there was a lot of janitorial equipment and stuff like that in there, but in that one there was also another doorway on that 5th floor there.
I will add this. The odd.
So yeah, explosion happens above.
Explosions!
Whoa!
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 So,
Ew.
what do y'all do?
There is a room up there, by the way. I was investigating it. There's like a closet with a secret room. I couldn't get into. Luke couldn't get into it. But we should probably investigate that as well.
Well, there was an explosion, so I mean that's probably first instinct. Like, oh, there's something up there. You know how you
Well,
think
I'm
of that masquerade?
I'm
Sorry.
glad you're learning things because you weren't smart before. I saw a secret room. So if that's not where the explosion is, we also need to go there. Did you get that? Do we need to break it down?
I understood you. All right,
I know you're fast, but your mind isn't. So
That's an insult.
Helion's actually having a very good day now. You know, he's not getting shocked by the chains, and the hero just murdered a turtle, and now the lover spat that's going on here, he's just sitting back just watching this and listening to the explosions upstairs. And it's like,
And Gotcha's just kind of next to you too, just looking at it. It's like they're married already.
oh yeah. You think there's fan art of them yet?
I'm sure there will be after this.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be like a
What is
Peter
fan
Parker.
art? What is fan art? Fan art. Fan art? I don't
Fan
fucking.
art?
You're not even reading it. How are you mispronouncing it? We literally said it.
Sorry, I'm like still wrapping my head around the fact that I just killed a turtle.
Is the voice bubble not big enough for you?
you've killed someone before. You should be used to it.
Well, yeah, but not a fucking turtle.
So it matters more when it's a turtle and not a human?
No, I'm not saying that. It's just weird. You ever kill a turtle before?
I never killed a person.
Well, shit. Maybe there's. You should try.
Oh, put your head here. I'll rip it off.
Should we go upstairs and see what's going on?
We should probably just head upstairs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna go with them. I just run.
No. You stay here and you deal with the lover spat.
Right,
We'll be back.
Yeah, don't just rush in either. You don't know what we're getting into.
No Russian. As I've said before, there's no Russia here.
Okay, wait. Before we go up,
I'm already up there.
fucking hell speed.
Yeah.
Hell speed? Fucking whoever you are. I'm gonna meditate and go into Lug and see if I can see what the explosion was.
No, Speed, no! You're confirming the ship!
That's a good ship name, though.
Okay, I think we should just roll or do a fate
Worse than death.
coin and see
Oh,
what's happened to Lug.
she's dead. Who's dead?
That's my childhood.
All right. So tails.
Can I flip it? I wanna.
No.
Fuck.
No, you aren't getting control of Lug.
I wanna work on magic.
So you sit down and you concentrate and you start sending out your magic link into Lug. And you
I can't see it.
I know I already removed it. I didn't say
You do not
anything.
get to see the fate.
You get to hear the fate. And it turns on and it's very grainy as you see for just a quick second you see like pieces of rubble on it. So it's still functional, but it clearly cannot move right now, and all you see through the slight hole that there is you see one giant foot walking off.
I'll go back. Yeah, let's go. It's over here, and I'll start running as fast as I can.
I'm in the stairway at the top, waiting to go through the door.
Wait a minute, that boot kind of looks like high speed? I was just saying that he's already up there as you're looking.
Yeah,
high speed's like smash! Haha, he'll never know.
Yeah, we'll get to you in a moment since you decide you wanted to be up there first.
I look
So,
at Gotcha and
it's like we're just both sitting there like, you didn't want to listen. So,
I honestly thought I was going to be the biggest problem today.
you know, surprisingly, me too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, you want to just take a quick little walk there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So,
Actually, yeah. You want to zip us up there, or you want me to jump us up there?
yeah. I'm not cool with zapping anyone with me, but yeah, let's totally. You can jump. I'm cool with that. You
Actually, I got
you wanna
another
lift?
idea.
Oh, let's hear it.
Before Gotcha can say anything, he reaches out, he like grabs her like by the scruff of her cape, lifts her up onto his shoulder, and then he jumps out of the broken window, leaps up, and starts climbing up the side of the building.
Perfect. So we'll start with a strength check just to see how easy it is for you to just grab me, throw me, and then make that first jump up.
We're just leaving behind Masquerade.
I'm running up there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Masquerade's just running up there at this point. Like after you, it seems.
I'm gonna like run up 5 steps and be like, "There's an elevator," and then I'm just gonna go take the elevator instead. Because it's like the 5th floor.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry, which one of these do I add again?
Your strength for this
Right.
first one.
Oh, okay, so is it 7? Or is it the 11?
It's your rank.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a 26.
Perfect. So yeah, you quickly grab Gotcha and Gotcha's like "Ugh," as you like yank her from where she was, throw her on your back. You jump out and then you take one giant jump up. Now make a athletics check to see how easy it is for you to like grab this glass and just climb it.
I'm assuming you're using brick, not glass.
Well, it's like glass framed because it's bowed, so it had to be framed in,
Okay.
and it's all reflective, so it's
Oh.
not like anybody else would see it as glass.
That's a 28.
A 28. Oh yeah, you easily start grabbing these metal panels in between the glass pieces as you're just.
And normally, if someone with cloven hooves is like, where is he putting his footing? But I'm just like kicking my hoofed feet into windows, and I'm just.
Yeah. And sometimes you use the holes you've
Yeah.
already made with your hands as you just like army climb up with Gotcha on your back. As the Masquerade makes it to the elevator, hits the button, and just waits a couple minutes, you almost hear the music already in your head of the elevator as it starts coming down and opens up, and you step on in. It closes, and as soon as the door closes, you hear exactly what you think. Very bad elevator music. And it doesn't know which song it wants to be.
You think they're doing the Girl from Ipanema, and then suddenly they turn into Staying Alive, and then
Yeah.
suddenly here comes the sun.
Exactly. Sometimes you feel like it's just a mashup of different songs too. As you now make your way upstairs.
I make the best elevator music.
So, do you just run up the stairs, make it to the first floor you think is exploded?
I heard the 5th floor, so I'm at the 5th door. 5th floor, like door.
Yeah, to
Fifth
go
floor
in.
door.
The 5th floor door, of
I'm
course.
standing outside and I'm waiting like a minute just outside the door, and I'm assuming at this point I hear just Hellions claws break the window.
You do start feeling the tremors, but at this point they had just started.
Oh,
So you don't know that, but you start feeling the tremors on the building. And then you hear the elevator go past you hear like the elevator shaft nearby
Yeah.
make a bunch of rumbling as you hear it go down.
You know, what really sucks about being the fastest on the teams. I get everywhere super quick. I hate this.
So you're
I
just
hate
chilling
you
out
too,
by the
high
door?
speed.
I'm mumbling to myself. I don't even realize my comm is on. Just, God, being the fastest sucks.
I look back at Gotcha on my shoulders.
Oh, is my thing on?
Right, I'm just like,
How do I turn this
ignore him.
off?
He's got a lot of issues, I've heard.
When did you hear that? Who'd you hear that from? I don't got issues.
You said it.
When?
You've got issues.
When?
I mean, murdering turtles doesn't give you enough? Doesn't give it off enough?
I don't know. What else do you do to those things?
High Speed's also betrayed his dead wife
What?
in 2 days.
Well, I don't know if I'm ever going home. Don't blame me. Blame Munin.
I
He
hope
left
to have
things buried
someone
in the
as
air.
loyal as High Speed.
So-
Leave me after 2 days. Of
So you're
being
just
away.
waiting in this stairway shaft?
Yeah, I'm just talking to them.
Alright. Make a presence check.
Oh, yeah.
Or not, sorry, not presence, awareness.
Yippee. That is a 12 and a 4, so 16.
You start hearing large, booming walking steps coming towards the door.
Hellion, do you happen to be on the 5th floor yet?
What floor are we on, Gotcha?
Gotcha on your back. It looks like we've gone kind of past it. But we're also on the wrong side. We gotta go sideways, buddy. Let's go.
Okay, I was
We're
just
actually
gonna...
on like the 8th.
Okay. Got another idea.
Gonna punch in through the wall, go over to one of the elevator shafts and just rip it open.
Yeah, and that's where you're at this moment. You just ripped it open. You make it. I'm assuming you pushed in the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
You hear as the you actually hear this as well, High Speed. You hear as the elevator comes past you again.
It landed right on his nose. He was like,
For the audio listeners, we have a cat on the table who just ate a bug.
Our
Tried
mascot
to.
is keeping the table safe from villainous insects.
Yes, them hoes. But you hear as the elevator reaches its destination, and you can hear the elevator music even through the walls. It's really annoying and loud. At this point, you're thinking like it's even changed genres now to like some weird, not like post EDM from like the early thousands.
I don't
like
know.
you're not
It
sure
just
how it
sounds
got
like
this.
noise to me.
Exactly. As the doors open up, and you hear as the door handle jingles for a quick second, High Speed, but stops as the door opens.
What?
Sorry. That's how I breathe a sigh of relief. Sorry. I don't know. Never had one of those in real life.
Of course, White Passer. Life was
Shut up!
easy.
Shut up! I was in the military, alright? Shut up!
That sounds like it's worse. You know what's bad when your go-to is always, I was in the military.
Shut up.
Okay.
I'll fight you. IRL.
So, Masquerade. The door opens, and you can step out.
What do I see before I step?
Before you step out, you just see as there's a kind of where like the offices and all the other floors started.
Mm-hmm.
There's a giant broken wall, as you can see kind of into it now, as there's like debris going outward, looking as if the explosion came from the room that you.
I'm like, well, I mean, shit, I'm alright, I guess. I can be good.
All right.
I'm considered a hero back home in my time.
We clearly have different meanings.
Very much so.
All right, so let's try and get back into it. So
Alright.
we have.
Clap.
There we go. That's loud enough now. So we're back, and let's see. We've got High Speed right at the door at the entrance. We've got now the opening of the elevator shaft from above. Has got you still on your back. And we've got Masquerade, who's trying to be as stealthy as he can with moving these rocks to get loot, but it's still making some noise, and you hear somebody turn.
Do I see anybody?
You don't see anybody. You just hear the shuffling of somebody like who's big having to turn around in a fairly small space.
I'm gonna go back, like, cause the elevator.
The elevator door is still open.
Yeah. So there's like this, and then there's like a little wall. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah, that little
elevator
in
and-
between partition thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the other side and hide behind that, and try to close the elevator door before I do that.
So you're stepping out of the elevator.
No, I'm staying in.
You're staying in. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just ducking into the like where the buttons would be.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, make a stealth check.
Elliot's gonna fall on top of the elevator. Take it crumbling down.
9.
9. So yeah, you as you know as big of a spot as an elevator is, you get into the corner as best as you can,
Okay.
and you hear footsteps start walking towards you.
When I hear it get really close, I am just going to throw a grenade, like, outside of the wall.
Frag out!
Yeah, and
Okay.
use the shrapnel
Okay.
grenade.
Awesome. So we'll say right now that you're running that, so everybody gets a chance to try and hop in, hopefully. So
Oh, you're big.
we'll go with high speed since he's the closest to the situation. You hear
I don't know
footsteps
what's
walking away from the door that you was just rattling.
Alright. I'm just gonna let me know when the fight starts so I can come in and kill another turtle. That's a joke, guys. I gotta point that out.
If you have to point it out, it's not a joke.
Fucking good point.
I'm not gonna kill another turtle
Okay.
unless I have to.
So you're just ready to, when shit hits the fan, you're gonna just run in.
Just open the door and go in, yeah.
Okay. All right, Helen.
I ready the attack. Open door.
It's locked. You're fucked.
Fuck! Shit!
Ah, it won't open, guys. I'm sorry. I'm stuck.
This has never happened to me before.
Wait, I'll go up one floor and come down.
I swear.
Wait, where did you open the elevator? I'll jump down that way. I'm fucked up with that. All right. So Elliot,
Yeah.
the elevator doors are, you've ripped them open now. Gotcha's on your back. He's like, all right, big guy, let's do this.
Yep. And I just jump down the elevator shaft. So just tell me when we're close.
They don't label it on the inside of the elevator. They don't label it on the inside of the elevator. It's all guesswork.
Yeah, well, we know that we have to land on the elevator, and it's only like, what, 3 floors because we went in on the 7th or 8th?
Yeah.
So, okay, so 4 floors, right?
You gotta drop 3 floors.
3 floors?
On that
That's
third
not that
floor.
big of a drop.
Well,
Yeah, and it's strong enough for that. I'm hoping. We're gonna find out.
today is
So, yeah,
the day
today-
Masquerade
science.
dies. Kill Masquerade. Kill
Masquerade.
Kill Masquerade.
Huge
Wait, no.
It's the trolls in our fan base. Kill me, squeeze.
I was going for the kill Elijah Elder. Kill Elijah. The kills on limit thing. South Park.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I would say, are you trying to not because you could see it before you jump down, that you could see the elevator nearby.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna just full on just drop down on it, or are you gonna be cautious?
Oh, when has Hellion ever been cautious?
I mean,
No,
fair. You're just jumping down.
Just jumping.
Perfect. So roll a
Full
strength
weight.
check.
Full weight on top of the elevator. No offense. How much do you weigh, Hellion?
A lot. 26.
Okay. Now roll the percentile dice for me.
That's a 53.
Perfect. So yeah, with your amount of weight and strength, as you almost gave yourself a little hop up to even get like more height on it, and you come down, and you crash on it, and you half of your body is now like sticking, like your feet are in the elevator, like the actual elevator interior, and you're kind of just kicking as you don't know anybody's in the elevator itself, but
Do I
you now
see
see you see Hellian's legs from the roof as almost half of the elevator has collapsed on itself,
So
and
I'm
you
just
see
gonna
his
reach
legs.
up and see if he's tickled.
God, our team is so dysfunctional.
You tickle his shoe, and it doesn't seem to
Well,
do
he has
anything.
hooves, right?
I have hooves, yeah. So
Oh.
you're
Yeah.
tickling
You're
hard
tickling-
hoof bottom.
With not a lot of nerves.
And I'd like
So
to
it's
point out,
like a
if he-
shoe.
If he kicks you in the face, you're
I
gonna
didn't think
die.
about you having.
Yeah, I do feel someone touching my hoof, and without knowing it, I'm gonna kick at him.
Well, you'll hit my hand because I'm reaching out. I'm assuming.
Have you seen how far a hoofed a digigrade leg can like stretch?
How tall are you?
I don't know.
For your height,
I
weight, you
guess
just
I'll have
have
to roll
200.
percentile what body I hit if I do hit.
He's probably like 5'9".
5'9"?
That's short.
16.
5 foot. I'm 5'6".
Would that be
You
a
would be like this short.
would that be a brawl or a what?
That's. You
Oh,
have to roll a
to
parry.
kick off?
Or a
That
dodge.
would, yeah, you
You have
would,
to roll a
you have to do a
dodge.
parry, and you do just a standard attack.
Okay, so 16. That's a 21.
You rolled
Uh,
a 2.
21.
7.
7. Now, roll for damage against his roll. You gotta roll your
again?
toughness.
Oh.
You roll your toughness, you keep the roll that you have
Okay.
as your damage.
So 23. Shit.
23.
14.
Okay, not too bad. As you try and tickle his foot, and he feels this, and he's very scared because he's not sure if it's.
I'm
friendly
not
or
scared. I just don't want someone touching my foot.
He just doesn't want somebody fucking with him. So he kicks out, and he hits you in the side of the temple. And you now you currently have, I would say, you take pretty much a -1 to all your intelligent-based modifiers.
Intelligent?
Intelligent,
The important ones?
intelligent, yes, intellect-based rolls now have a -1 for
Well,
the
well,
current
you also,
duration.
you also got to go with awareness as well, because that's a fucking concussion.
I'm gonna ask Gotcha.
We're starting with that one.
Gotcha, where are you?
Oh yeah, now we're I would say Hellian's halfway into an elevator.
Well, can you heal me? Because he just kicked me in the head.
That was you? Why the fuck were you touching my hoof?
I thought you needed help.
Oh, are you a hoof toucher? I didn't see you as being one of those. But that's okay.
We got a turtle killer and a hoof toucher on our team. As I pull my legs out.
Nice step off as
I've never heard those words in that order before, and it's a little terrifying.
Yeah, so I guess we're above you then. Cool.
Yeah, can you heal me though?
I mean, eventually. I gotta get to you first.
Hey,
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, yippee!
Da,
Our
da,
dysfunctional
da.
family. 20 plus 11.
21. We got a nat 20?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
First nat 20.
First nat 20 of the evening.
7.
7.
I'm whirling from the
I think this is the most dysfunctional session yet.
They keep getting better. So we've got, okay. Clearly you're probably first.
Obviously, I'm always first.
Except for that one time.
Yeah, except for when Golan's around.
Okay. So Gotcha got a 17. So we've got high speed. Hellion, what was yours?
21.
21. 7, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just say the order so it's easier for everybody. we've got High Speed, Hellion, Gotcha, or sorry, Bad Guy before Gotcha, then Gotcha, and Masquerade.
So me and him are first, and then
Yes.
that guy.
Yep, exactly. So,
Yippee.
all right, and then
I'm just gonna stick around in the stairway until he goes.
all right,
That's okay.
so let's see. So you're gonna be like over here. Everybody else. We've got.
Is there any more?
Oh yeah, there's plenty more. Cool. I was just moving it out of the way so it's
So essentially, 3 dimensions. Basically how it looks there, and we've got. As he comes into view, and kind of notices that a giant, almost another explosion happens on the same floor. As there's a giant that comes through. So we've got that going on. So first up, High Speed, you're going to hold off again. You're going to hold your position.
I'm gonna hold my position. It's a tactical advantage because I'm assuming the stairway is across from the elevator, so I can like open.
Essentially, yeah. So you're in the stair shaft here. You would enter this door.
and I
and
but
you
I can
can
see the full office area. Correct.
You see what you're seeing into now is like a different office district going that way, and you see kind of like a little opening that kind of widens out, so you can see him starting to walk towards the elevator, but you only see about half of the people in there, so you only see into the elevator slightly. But you can see him.
But I know they're in there because Mark.
Right, because
So-
the comms, you know that he's there, but you can't see into it directly.
Got it. So I'm gonna come out this way, and I'm assuming since I haven't thrown a punch yet, I could still run as many spaces as I want until I throw a punch. By your rules, I have to be a combatant to run, and if
We're in initiative.
oh fuck, damn it!
That's why we rolled initiative.
Well, no, but I'm not a combatant yet.
But you are. But you get surprise opportunity because he doesn't know you're there yet.
Shit. Because I'm debating if what I was gonna do. I was gonna go out there and be like, "Hey, over here," and then just run, boom, boom, and be like a moving distraction. I thought it's once I hit him.
No, it's once initiative is initiated,
Then everyone's
then everyone's at
Oh.
combat moving speed.
Fuck. I hate that.
Them's the rules, though.
So, but he doesn't know I'm there. So I could.
He, as far as you know, he does not know you're there.
Are there? I'm assuming there's like desks and whatnot up here. 'Cause it's
You see kind of more like
business.
a half island wall, and then kind of like windows, so you can see into it, but not necessarily like interact with it.
Got it. So this is more like a the office side. Of
This is like the
bank.
wall. This is like the offices going this direction, and then, like I said, there's a wall that kind of opens up into almost like a half oval-y type of
Yeah.
look, so that you can see into it, and then you know it kind of goes into a hallway down from
Got
where
it.
the elevator.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dart to a position to where I know he can't see me, and I can like view what's about to happen.
Yeah, so you can
Say
basically
more like
just keep
that.
close to the wall that you enter into.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Cool. So yeah, you come out and you go,
I'm gonna keep my tactical awareness.
and then
What's
make a
going
stealth check as well.
12 and then skill.
No, fuck you, Litton. You fuck boy.
17.
17. Yeah, so you're pretty quiet, and you're so quick that most people don't even notice. We're gonna flip it real quick. Just 'cause Litton's a bitch. So you come from here, you actually came over here now.
So I would be probably like about here, so I could fully see into the elevator, and I'm still behind the wall.
You can get as close to here.
Okay.
That's 60 feet of movement in one turn.
So 6 of these is 6. So is each of these like 10?
There were 5.
Oh,
Math.
We're playing closer because it's a very confined space.
got it. Okay.
So yeah, they're currently 5 feet per block.
Okay.
But yeah, so you're there and you can at that point essentially just ready an action of some kind.
Obviously, I'll use my free action and I'll get my batons ready.
Okay.
And because that's a bonus action. I'd like to use
You do things quickly enough that wouldn't even be an action at all.
exactly. So I'll use my leadership real quick, and I'd like to heal his concussion.
I would say that would break your stealth because you would have to
I'd
either
have to get an
verbally charge.
inspiration.
You'd either have to verbally like charge him, or you'd have to do something like that. Essentially,
And
you'd
then-
have to physically be able to even be like smack him back and be like, "You don't have time."
I feel
type
like
of
that.
deal.
I feel like that makes a concussion where it's just.
I mean, it's comic books, right?
Yeah.
Anything happens. So I would say to do that, you'd have to do that. You'd have to verbally or physically do something.
Okay. I'd have to like give like a.
You'd have to
We need to
scream it
do
out.
this
That could be your way
to
to
you.
also like distract him, possibly, but you wouldn't get any bonuses because you're doing something that
To
would be
affect me,
to
yeah.
affect somebody else. Yeah,
Shit. You know what?
and you know, Gotcha can heal, so
Yeah,
you
there's
do it
no
over
real
the
way.
comm instead of over
No.
the.
you'd
It's-
have to. It has to be with enough force to kind of inspire you, type of.
Yeah,
deal.
'cause
Think of it like
inspire-
inspiration.
Yeah, inspire and leadership, they do the same thing, except I give you an advantage or I heal you.
Right.
Well, I am kind of annoyed with you right now. So
Exactly,
You might not be
so
able to
it-
do anything.
Oh fuck! It would be at a disadvantage. So either way, you're fine. Yeah, no, I'll just stay there stealthily.
Okay, yeah, you start stalking it. And yeah, at this point you see it's massive.
How big?
He is. Let me pull up his sheet real quick.
Is he about
you
as
can
tall
visibly
as
see.
a Hellion?
How tall is Hellion?
Hellion is 8'5".
It is almost as tall as Hellion, if I remember correctly.
So he's a little shorter. Got it.
It's also kind of got this like
Oh,
lurchy.
it's got the.
a hunch, so you don't know if it's
So
actually
it's-
fully
yeah,
extended
it's not
that
at
tall.
its full height.
But it's you don't see that it's full height, but at its current standing, it's 8 feet.
Do I
believe.
recognize this villain guy at last?
You are still feet in the
Right.
elevator, so
Oh,
you
right,
haven't
so I
really
haven't even
seen,
seen
you
him.
haven't
Okay,
seen him
gotcha.
yet.
Can I whisper on my comms like this thing's fucking huge?
You sure can, because you still have a full action.
Yep.
That I would say you can still whisper.
Yeah, I'll whisper into the comm, quiet enough to where I know it can't hear me, but my radio will pick it up.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
go
yeah.
for it.
You can try.
Yes.
17.
But yes, the turtle is currently standing at 8 feet tall.
17, and then do I add presence? No.
For
So great to
oh, that's
fire.
that was a stealth
Oh, so
to
it's stealth?
stealthily do it.
Okay, that is a 17 plus 22. Slightly 22.
Perfect. Yeah, you. So what do you say to the team?
I just give a basic description like this thing is fucking huge. I'm a little shorter than Hellion, but fuck.
Yeah, actually, I'll post it in the chat so everybody can see
Rat.
his figurine. So, uno momento, por favor.
I go on the radio. It's like, this guy is huge. He's like this 8 feet. He got some like weird turtle shit. Like
Is he hot?
he has a sick mustache though.
You don't see his face yet.
Oh, that's right.
You only see behind him, which is basically
But
you see a massive shell.
He just knows. He
With-
just knows there's a mustache on that.
You can
otherwise-
tell. You can tell just by the way it walks and how evil he feels that he's
And the
got to
way he
have a
talks,
mustache.
That thing definitely has a mustache.
And yeah, you just see the back of his.
I'm assuming it's like spiky on the back too.
Yes, it's got like 3-inch spikes on the back.
Got it. This thing got huge. huge spikes on the back. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay hidden for now. Hellion, I think this is more your department, big guy.
I'm trying to recognize the description. Have I seen this big guy before, or is this new?
You make a intelligence check.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, okay. There's intellect straight, and then there's let me see. There's investigation. Neither of them. Or insight and awareness. What about that?
I'm sorry.
Insight, awareness, or just straight intellect?
Yeah, it would be insight.
Okay.
I believe.
No, you gotta get down. You gotta get down, man. That would be. That'd be 16.
16.
16.
Based on the description, it does sound like somebody you knew very long time ago, but it reminds you more of somebody who is not as big. So maybe they grew over these years. You're not sure how turtle anatomy really works.
But I just remember the last big turtle I saw. He was just like only a little tiny guy. Had a little beanie on his head.
Yeah, he was closer to
When
just
I
being.
grow up, Hellion, I'm going to be a big, strong, bad guy just like you. Whatever.
It could be that one. It could very well be that one. But they were only about 5'5" at the time.
Right. Okay.
So
A little like an inch.
Does a name come back to me, or am I still kind of fuzzy on that? Like they were such small time that I didn't even bother.
exactly, you didn't bother even recognizing them. You just were like, oh yeah, that's cool that you're a turtle. I mean, thanks for stopping by your old bar that you had when you had your gang, and then that's about all you know of them.
There's a villain.
You don't even
there's
remember seeing him after that.
There's
one day.
there's a convention of villains every year. He has a booth every year. That sounds like something Hellion would do,
Oh
actually.
yeah.
Like, thanks to all my adoring fans.
But yeah, so we are done with high speed then, and we are on to Hellion.
Okay, so listen. All right, and they're standing in front of the elevator now, or where are they?
So we've got you and high speed on the top, and you're kind of in it, but you're only your feet. High speed still on the top of that, and then you've got
No, Gotcha's
Masquerade.
with me. And,
Sorry.
Masquerade is in.
my names are throwing me off. Yes, Gotcha's on top. Masquerade's inside.
Okay.
How could the names throw you off?
Shut the fuck up.
And the way High Speed described it is that they're in the hallway, waiting for the elevator to open.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, the elevator's open.
Oh.
You're just at this point. You're just trying to figure out, well, how the fuck do I get down so I can walk?
Well, no. See, because I pushed myself up, and now I'm standing on top of the elevator.
Oh, you're on top now. Okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
I'll just kick the wall and step out of the hole in the wall into the hallway.
Perfect. Yeah. You step on out.
I have the high ground, asshole.
And you, as you take a step out, you turn and you turn towards.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, you see this turtle.
You're the guy in charge of all the well, they kind of look like you. They got shells. They're small, but they burst into coins, except for one, which High Speed turned into a bloody mess.
It looks at you, and as you bring up the death of the minion, you see as his eyes sharpen in on you and kind of looks even angry. He's like,
King Kappa knows nothing of this. This guy must go down.
King Kappa. Have I heard that name before? Sorry, you new? You just come into the business of being a supervillain?
No, but you've ignored me for the last time.
I'm sorry, you're King Kappa? I thought King Kappa was your boss. I'm saying this to the big guy.
And yeah, he doesn't speak anymore to you, and he just stares you down as he's looking to fight you. It seems.
Yeah. Well,
He's kind of honed in on who he wants to fight.
yeah, lucky him. I want to fight him too. I'm just getting him riled up.
Yeah, you still have some movement,
Uh-huh.
so you could still move closer if you want to, or you can play it cool and maybe set up for something.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come to me.
Okay. No. Awesome.
I'm just gonna stand there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm.
So do you want to ready like a defense?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is as soon as he gets closer to me, I'm going to make it look like I'm like defending, but I'm actually going to kick the floor and try and break it between both of us. So we both.
Are you trying to break it down so
Yeah,
you go
so
down
we
the
both
floor?
fall down the floor. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll be ready for it. I'll brace for it. Yeah, you must be new because you're charging at me angrily. You see, I used to do that in my younger day too. I'm saying all this like I'm having a conversation with him.
Yeah, and he starts charging you very slowly, like trying to be menacing as much as he can. He's like, taking 1 step, 2 step. He's now in front of you.
Okay.
You can now he's like 5 feet, so you now have a chance that you know this is where it would be the best to kind of do it. So now roll a strength check to see how hard you can hit the floor.
You gotta say something stupid when you break the floor.
If he breaks the floor.
So that is a dirty 20.
Hell yeah, we got a slutty 20.
Fucking 9.
Nine.
You still get a fucking 20.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Jesus.
Yeah, just wait till we get to the side quest stuff, where we play higher level people. All right, so I would say with the dirty 20, with both weight, let's roll another percentile dice, but roll them twice.
It's gonna shatter the floor.
59. That's an 86.
86.
It's gonna shatter the floor, and high speed's gonna, even all the way on the other side, he's gonna come down with you guys.
So, as soon as he gets closer, you
I go.
hit the.
You're gonna learn, however, even if you're a big hitter, you gotta have a plan. You gotta figure something out. You gotta pull the floor out from under your enemy. Boom!
And as you do this, with the combined weight of both of you, a very large crater just as you both fall to the next floor, and you're now on the 4th floor. Just you two neck and neck. As you fall.
But he wasn't expecting it. I was bracing for it.
So we'll say, let's see how well you can defend against it. Not very well. So as you guys fall, you see as he gets down and he's kind of prone, so he's and then he stands up and attempts to grab you.
Yeah. He can try it.
You can try. Oh, he can try.
Try, he will.
So you're gonna do a
parry.
A parry. Yes, a parry.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
That's an 8.
8?
8?
Yeah, so you try and just duck back a little bit, and he just quickly grabs your outfit and pulls you back in, and he's gonna take 1 strike at you.
Okay.
And you are currently grappled. So he did 14, and you rolled a what on your defense?
Toughness or fortitude?
It was when you did the parry first.
Oh, that was an 8.
An 8? Okay. So roll again for with your toughness.
That's a 12.
Okay, he hits, and this is a pretty hard hit. You're actually kind of surprised by this. You haven't been. I think the last time you felt this was the last real fight you had with Nidhogg and not in the dome. As he hits you and you feel as your jaw shifts a little bit as you look back at him as he's still holding on to you. and you are currently at a -1 for your rolls as you take damage from this.
Oh shit.
That's how damage is going to work. You just lose how well your rolls are to then eventually take more degrees of failure, essentially, and that's when you run into possibly dying.
Okay.
So it's going to take a lot.
I
Like,
saw these.
most of the time, you'd have to have at least 5 to 8 negatives before it gets really worrisome.
I saw these dice online that are like D19s, D18s, D17s, all the way down to like D15s. And then once you get to a D15, you start taking damage points. That would be cool. We'd have to buy like 4 sets of them, but
That would be cool, though. Alright, but yeah, so that concludes that turn then.
Okay.
We go to Gotcha, who hops down into the little cubby hole, and then you see as she starts turning her hands green, it's like, alright, what hurts? And she looks at Masquerade.
My head.
Your head? Oh, well, let me help that out. She puts her hands around it. You see as she's like air kissing it a little bit just to give you some extra love. It doesn't help it, it just feels better. You feel a nice warmness in your heart
Thanks, Mom.
as she heals you. I mean, we're about the same age, but that's cool. If you want to see me as a mom, we can talk about that later.
y'all play catch already. Bullshit.
So yeah, and that's her turn. And she then looks down the crater. She's like, "You okay?" And you had just
Yeah, I just got
gotten hit in the
whacked.
face.
Yeah, I am. As he hits me, and I kind of look at him. I'm gonna pop my jaw back into place. I'm gonna be like, I think I got a challenge on my hands. It's gonna be fun.
Perfect. And that's Gotcha's turn.
Okay.
Because it takes a whole turn to heal.
Really?
It's a very good power, but it does take time. You have to focus on it for a little bit. So yeah, she's healing you, and you start feeling much, much better. And you feel as if you're still having a little fuzziness with some of your intellect, but it's not as bad.
So -1.
Yeah, you're at a -1 right now.
So the turtle guy is downstairs.
He's now down below. As you see, there's a giant hole now, kind of where you would almost step out. It's like a 5-foot gap between you and this hole. And it's about, what is that? Like 10 to 15 feet wide-ish almost.
Is there like the metal bars in the floor that ripped by any chance?
In the pieces that didn't fall down, yes, there's like, you see like there's bars and like actual pretty major pieces of like construction metal that's in there.
I'm gonna take one that looks kind of weak, and I'm gonna use my magnetism to try to drive it through his foot and pin him to the ground.
Who's?
Well, I'm assuming he means the bad guy.
The-
He's not you.
Okay,
Hylian
technically.
deserves it, but
Technically.
I mean, you're right. He could make you hindered if he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good question,
right?
right?
I mean, I don't
normally
feel like
don't
it
say
is-
this about high speeds questions, but yeah, that was a good question.
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't hate you that much yet, right? I guess I could be
He's
wrong.
the only person who I've actually kind of gotten along with.
Right. But yeah, so you're gonna try and take a piece of metal rebarb and shoot it through the turtle's foot. Okay. So roll a magic, or using that power, the rank.
I got a clarifying question. Is the turtle standing up? Or is it still laying down?
It
It's
stood
got
up,
me grappled.
still has him grappled, and gave him a whack on the face.
Yeah.
So he's
it's
literally like, they're face and face like this almost.
So it's gonna shoot through him then. If it's standing up,
Well,
it's going to
remember,
go-
he's hunched over, like he's almost like boxed out, so his arms are not exactly like beside him; they're actually out and out. And same with his legs; he's almost like bow-legged looking, so they're
okay.
sticking out sideways, holding his upward stance.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
also like move.
Think like
the
Bowser.
magnets
You know how he's not actually like
Yeah,
walking like
got it.
that, and he's more like,
Got it. That's
it's like that.
got it. Okay.
Think Bowser like.
I mean,
Be like
More buff Bowser. like literally, like you would say,
Biker Bowser. Biker Bowser.
I like that. Biker Bowser.
Perfect. Got it.
23.
23. So yeah, you easily rip this piece of metal out, and now I would say roll an attack, and if you have improved weapon, add that modifier as well. But yeah, so roll for attack. They're gonna dodge at disadvantage because they don't see this coming.
Can I use an effort point?
What'd you roll?
What would I be adding? Oh, attack.
How bad you
Well,
fuck
it's
up?
3 plus. Where's attack?
It's fighting.
Fighting. 3 plus 2. So 6.
How many points do you have? I mean, you can, but like I said, with the new rules, you're going to be affected somehow.
I have 4 points.
You have 4 points?
He has the most.
You can clearly, yeah. You're free to use one to guarantee that you hit. I would say with that, you feel like that took a lot of effort because you're still hurting, and so you now have again -2 to all intellect.
It made your concussion worse. Damn it.
As you strain, but you throw in chuck as it goes right kind of in like he's got like almost webbing. You kind of hit it right in between the like main toe groups right there,
So
and you hear him
no-
go, and he looks up at you.
So he's either stuck or he has to take more damage to rip it out.
Essentially,
Well, shit.
yeah.
I
And
got.
Welcome, Hellion. I'll yell down.
And we're back at the top of the order.
Alright.
I walk over to the like edge of the hall. And I just look down. I got nothing for this. Holy shit! That thing is wicked looking. Top of the knobs. You know?
Top of the knobs.
Top of the knobs to you.
I don't know.
Don't show me the top of your knob.
Don't.
I didn't consent to that.
It's not a.
You got some weird sayings from your world, buddy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's off.
Don't make it any less weird.
It's off the knob. It's off the knob. It's not on the knobs.
Let's really quickly check this out. Three wares.
Is it? Would it be still considered a shock or a distraction if I was to jump on its back and taser it in the neck?
He still doesn't know you're there.
Oh, perfect. What I'm gonna do then is I'm going. Okay, as a 5'6" guy, if I was to.
You would have to land. You could grab with one hand, and then I would say you could easily do it just based on the shape of a turtle. Plus, he's got spikes on his back
So I gotta.
that are literally like
I got either
3, almost like 2 feet, like
From his neck.
sticking out from the shell, which he's crumpled in. Remember, he's
So I got
you're
either-
seeing the top of his shell practically.
I gotta either jump on his head, like I'm some sort of plumber, or I gotta land behind him stealthily, and then taser him in the ass. Actually, I don't need to do either. I pull out my pew pew.
You pull out the tiniest gun anyone has ever seen.
Oh, is he gonna have babies soon?
I point it at the back of his neck and at his head. I'm gonna
Okay.
taser him in his head.
Okay, make a attack.
Trade effect DC for attack bonus. I'd like to do that.
So you want
for
it
my
to-
accurate attack.
Okay, so how many points are you taking away from your damage?
Trade effect DC.
Right.
So
So essentially, what that means is that you're giving up your how much it can do. So it means you're going to be tasing less, but you're guaranteeing that you're accurate with that shot.
I'd like to take away 1 damage from whatever it can do.
Okay, so that would be. Okay, so that would be 1 level, so that's a -2 to your roll on your damage, not on your attack, just your damage roll.
So no matter what, it's gonna hit though.
You roll for it. You get a +2 on your attack roll.
Got it.
So it trades. You trade one for the other.
Alright, so this is a 18 then. So that's the attack. And then the damage will be an 11. Perfect.
Awesome. So yeah, you take aim and you see as it kind of just breathes naturally, it kind of just because of how big its breasts are, and it hits the back of the shell, chipping off, but not necessarily doing much more. But you see as it kind of grunts as a piece of it like flicks into the back of its skull.
Oh, I thought I wouldn't have hit the skin.
Remember, you're above, it's hunched over,
Oh, so yeah, I didn't count.
so you have a very small gap that you could have seen it, but you almost did. You just hit the clip of the shell as he was breathing.
Got it. I put my gun. I put my pew pew away. Wait, no, wait. I also have improved aim. I get double circumstances.
Okay. He's still...
I hit him!
He's in full cover.
Oh, shit. Fuck, no. Fuck, shit.
It's like shooting at a wall that you know somebody's behind. Unless you have enough penetration.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Which you don't have to break through the shells.
Shit.
You're soft-dicking the shell, okay?
Alright.
Come back when it's hard.
Come back when you have bullets.
Okay.
Fuck. I get one more thing, right? Or I get two.
You have a little bit of movement that you could still use.
Do I want to just jump down?
And be right behind him. When
Yes.
Hellion might be punching him through that direction.
I'd like to jump down to the side of him.
He's big.
Yeah,
On the
okay.
right.
So you jump down and you're kind of off to the left, but you are next to essentially his tail.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I while I'm jumping down, I'd like to add this. I kind of like do I do it backwards, so I do like a back flip and then land.
Okay.
I'd like to get some style points in there.
Make an
Probably-
acrobatics
Yeah, I
check.
was just about to say.
It would be cool, alright? You like some?
Oh yeah, if you can do it, it will be cool.
I rolled a 13 plus 5, so 18.
Okay,
19.
yeah. So yeah, you do a backflip and you land and you kind of do the like superhero like landing, and you're realizing that hurt and you're just stuck there right now as you're like prone. You're just like half prone as you're just kind of on your one knee and you're like, ah, fuck my knee. You don't say anything verbally because you want to be cool, but in your head you're just screaming.
I was trying to go for a Sonic reference since we're fighting Bowser. You know, I thought it would have been like, oh, funny video, but yeah, never mind. All right, fucking go.
I mean, you should have rolled better, and then I'd let you do whatever you
it
wanted.
wasn't 18. What can I say? That was pretty fucking good.
Not good enough, bitch.
Okay.
This hardcore. Hardcore light.
I'm gonna kill the King Kappa.
Good luck.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I think so. I'm going to use my my new ability
Okay.
without because
Yeah.
he hit me.
Right, and that
it hurts.
so far has not happened except for in your origin.
Right.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So
Only now does he get hurt.
Yes, and it's perfect timing to have your new power come
I'm
out.
trying to put on the like, oh yeah, here we go. But in the back of my mind, I hear it's going shit, and I hear the sound of flames.
Let me take control.
I'm gonna wheel back my fist, and you see this. The fist literally bursts into flames, and I'm gonna punch King Kappa.
Perfect. So roll your powers that are involved with that.
So,
If we ever have a team up attack, I want to call that a firework smash. And it red, white, and blue happens. Team up attack.
I'm waiting for some teaming up attacks.
Nat 20. So it doesn't.
It sure doesn't, because I rolled a 1. So that's a really bad failure. So
Smash
My eyes aglow, my flaming fist moves forward and just smacks into. I'm gonna burn his mustache off.
and that happens.
It was
You
glued on.
see-
It was a fake mustache he glued on, and it just burst into flames because of the glue.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That all happens. You punch him in the face as the glue that was holding it ignites and it goes whoosh across his whole lip as he screams ah. As you see what last little bit just fly off into a little ash ember.
I look at him. Look at my fist. The flame has kind of died down, but it's like kind of glowing. It's got like little cracks in it that look like lava cracks. I'm just like, huh. Do I have anything else I can do? Do I have movement?
You. I would say you'd be able to take like maybe one step back, but you don't have a lot of movement. I think just time wise.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. Could I try and grapple and push him to the ground?
Yeah, he's currently kind of stapled a little bit to the ground, so he's not really able to move as you punched him. He kind of just reels back, and he's still holding on to you. You can attempt to also break that as well, or you can just grab him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him back.
Perfect. So make a fighting check.
At an advantage because he's like.
You have if you have any extra grappling stuff, you can add any of those modifiers. which I
Another
think-
nat 20.
So yeah.
Woo! God damn it!
I've never been more depressed.
Yeah,
The life of a GM.
I think what happens here is like as I'm like, "Huh, that was cool," and I go for him again, and then both hands kind of whoosh, and I grab into him, and I grapple him because my nails actually go into his shell.
You crack his shell.
I don't crack his shell. I drill my fingers into his shell. He's like a turtle bowling ball now.
Yeah, so are you
helmets.
trying to you grab him with one hand because he's currently grabbing you, so you kind of don't really have full
Right.
access to try and grab over him.
Gotcha,
But you
gotcha.
grab him and you're just death looking at him as your hands are starting to land on his shell, and you can feel it kind of fighting against you almost.
Did you think when you woke up this morning and decided you were gonna rob this bank that you were gonna die today? It doesn't matter what you thought, because you are!
High speed gets a chill down his spine. Definitely not gonna fuck with him. Fuck him. No, I won't. I don't think I'm gonna call him Lucy anymore. No. I get on the comms yeah, maybe Lucy was a bad nickname for him, guys.
Well, I think it would be remember when we did the training with the one heist and stuff like that. You get a callback to that moment where I looked at you and I was just upset. It's like, oh my god, it is real. It wasn't a dream.
I thought it was a dream. Fuck.
But yeah, so you guys are currently grappled. He's got one arm on you. You've got one arm on him, and he's gonna try and shake you off and break the grapple between both of you. So roll a strength.
Or would it be toughness?
Strength to see to as a strength contest.
That is a 28.
You look so smug.
So you see as he tries to rip your shoulder off, and you still hold on, but he's so close. He almost your hand lifts up for just a moment, and you grab back on. And you guys are still grappled, and because you're both holding on and can't really do much else, he tries to get a little gut punch with his free hand.
My abs grab his hand. He goes to punch. It's like if you've seen Freddy versus Jason, there's a cut scene. The original scene is Freddy kicks Jason in the crotch, but it hurts his foot. The deleted scene is he kicks him in the crotch, and Jason just grabs him with his thighs and just crushes his foot.
I'd like to imagine the abs individually are just. It's like a fucking death trap.
Demon abs, activate!
They open up.
It's like a bear trap.
Yeah.
So perfect. So yeah, roll a Parry.
I'd like to see that be an actual attack in the future.
That's
please.
a 10.
That's a 10. So he hits and he almost like digs his hand in, and you feel like deep into your body. Now roll a toughness to see how much that does.
I'm gonna murder your face hole.
Jesus, that was right into the microphone.
I know.
That's all the audio listeners heard. Is
Good.
Because it's to our mascot, the fucking cat.
Anyone who's listening to this, you're dead. You're motherfucking dead.
That would be a 25 toughness.
25 toughness.
I'd like to point out, I'm not doing any censoring, so
That's fine with
fuck
me.
you. That's too much work.
Yeah, no.
Look, if little kids are listening to our program, that's their parents' fault.
Exactly.
That's not on us. This isn't going to be on YouTube, kids.
Yeah, so even with your toughness, though, because I'm going to break the fog, he rolled a 20 on his,
Oh, so he nailed
on
it?
his attack. He nailed you. He nailed you pretty good, and that might be the one of the few nailings he gets on you. So yeah, he whomps you good, and you have another -1 on you.
We didn't add the negatives to all the other rolls.
We'll ignore that for now and just try to remember.
Okay, so now -2 going forward.
-2 going forward.
Now, do the negatives count to nat 20s?
I mean, technically, yes, they're still not 20, so I count them as 20.
Okay, yeah.
But you still just may not get to choose what happens fully.
Okay, yeah.
Type of deal. It's like, yeah, it's gonna happen much like that.
That's why I think the
Without
minus dice would be perfect because it shows like you can't reach your full potential. It's a visual thing. I love that idea. Sorry,
It's
I gotta throw it out there.
I mean, if everybody wants to just have another 20 die, or even a 10 die, and just mark on the number it is, on how many you have against you, that would be a quick, easy way to have something tactile tell you, it's like, oh, I got -2.
Yeah. Or cover like the different numbers that are like blocked out. So like, if you got a -1, you covered the 20, so it's always a 19. You can't roll a 20.
They have dice with 2 sides that are 20s and 2 sides that are 20s. And I think that's genius.
That's kind of a dig.
Well, like, instead of disadvantage, you're like, you will never get a natural 20.
Well, that's kind of the idea with the 19 dice.
So now it's Gotcha's turn after everyone who's looking sees that this fight between what seems like titans at this point.
Kaiju!
They're just wailing on each other. You see Gotcha look down and how would you describe you look as of right now, like damage-wise? Do you feel like you, even at this point, you have real markings of damage or no?
Oh yeah, well not only do I have like markings of damage, I mean like, the 2 hits he got on me are probably bleeding, but like from those marks, there's like volcanic cracks all over my skin. The kind of, and also if you look really closely, those markings he has that are kind of ash colored are glowing along with his eyes.
Okay.
It looks like I'm kind of going critical.
Gotcha.
I like to
Perfect.
think when he punched you in the face, he kind of like left a crack marks right there.
Yeah.
Or like the hairline fracture look.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Gotcha looks down and is like, you need me, big bud? Okay, you're fine then.
I need you.
Okay. And she's like, okay, fine, I'll keep going. Why'd you keep pushing yourself? Stop using your brain.
I got this in his foot.
I mean, that is pretty cool. That was awesome. Keep doing shit like that, I guess. But like, be careful. And Gotcha heals you again as you now take a 1 off of your current negative. And you're back at -1?
Yeah.
And that's her turn again. As you see, she's now becoming labored
We
and
skipped
breathing.
this turn. Did we?
No,
No.
he's last.
That's right.
The masquerade is last.
Are the restraints like handcuffs or are they just rope?
Think like really cool zip tie almost. You can control. You can control
Yeah,
how
zip
big
metal.
they get. These
These are some badass zip ties.
they can be and they cannot be. I would say in your case you would want metal because you want control of it.
I can mine metal.
I would say you would request it. You
Can
would
I-
have requested.
Can I say something? You're kind of an alchemist, right? Why couldn't you have
Yes.
turned your zip ties into metal?
He doesn't have that power.
Okay.
Or,
It's more like
or use
that's-
the, or just use the fucking metal bars and.
Yeah, but we have restraints, and that I can control. So I'm gonna try to get the restraint on at least one hand with my magnetism.
Okay. So yeah, you'd have the only hand you could do is the one free hand after he gave a great like gut punch
So
to,
while he's like punching, I'll
and he
just,
comes out. Yeah. So roll your magnetism powers stats.
Do a -1 to that, or just
Do a minus. That's part of your intelligence, unfortunately. So -1.
17.
Perfect. And then I've got to.
I hate math.
I don't hate it.
I'm not good at it.
I love Futurama. Like, how are we gonna figure it out? I'm not sure. I'm afraid we'll have to use math.
I love that show.
I was
but-
never good.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the Angry Dome. That's pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it now. High speed hates doing math and science. You don't get it. It's not. his
Oh,
show.
we know.
Oh yeah. We've got
Oh,
that.
He's not good at moral judgment.
You know, that's a social science. He ignores all sciences.
Exactly. Biology not real in his eyes.
If he wasn't like ignoring science, he wouldn't have gotten caught in that blast.
Shit, I hate them. You're right, but just because you're right, it doesn't make you right.
So yeah, you easily are able to manipulate the restraints to go around his hand as it comes out of Helion's stomach and it wraps around. And he looks down and he wheels out.
Okay, I'll say, does anyone want a high speed or gotcha? Want to get it on the other hand? I can do it, but that's gonna be like 4 turns. So, and then that's my turn.
It's like, what are you talking about? Four turns? What's going
I
on?
think we can be breaking the fourth wall here with that. Like,
It's gonna be like, like 7
It would be
more
the
seconds.
equivalent
It's gonna
of
take-
me waiting around, waiting for
It's
you
like
guys
a,
to do
it's
something.
like a minute. It's a minute of doing shit, okay?
God, rich people are lazy. Fuck.
I can't explain the science to you. You don't care.
Can that be part of the science? Knowing that this is knowing
Turn-based.
that they're
I think that's a discovery you're going to have to make. That would be a
You will
cool-
have to become friends with high and genitals in order to do that.
High and genitals will explain it to you.
You have to understand the science of genitals.
God, that's.
I don't know if that's worth
The
it.
general science.
It's a toughie.
the
You might
word-
go insane
The
yourself.
wolf is fucking crazy. Man. You gotta avoid him.
He's gonna be worthwhile in the future, though.
Oh yeah.
You're like high speed, gotcha. Get the other one.
Gotcha's right next to you. It's like,
High
I'm
speed,
healing you.
Gotcha.
Gotcha!
It echoes in the mic.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
I'm gonna get on the mic and be
Adventure
like,
Bros.
you know what? I have
Make a
an,
Shiva.
I have an idea. I'm not gonna use those restraints. I'm not getting that close to that thing. I'm not getting that close.
You can run away.
I might be the fastest here right now, but that's taking a risk I really don't want to take. That thing's huge. Anyway, so I have an idea. What if we just built him a prison around him? I mean, you obviously can control metal. You shot it through his foot.
Takes
So
a
we are
lot
at
of
the top of the
concentration.
order now.
Exactly.
So,
So
what
what
does
I
high
want
speed
you to do, right, is I'm going to have you send down some metal bars whenever your next, what'd you say, turn comes around? Shoot down some metal bars. I'm going to align them mid-flight, and then they're going to fall into the ground and make a cage. And
if you
prison
now
them.
feel inspired.
Leadership.
Sure. Gotcha. You do the handcuff thing.
Okay, I'll try. As you see it, she's like still breathing heavy as she's done healing you for a moment.
And then while that goes on, I'd like to 60 movement. I could run around this guy
4 times.
4 times.
No, twice. You could run around both of them because they're kind of together still.
Well, I'm imagining there's like space between them.
They're still holding each other.
Oh, they're like.
Yeah, they're literally holding each other, and they're like UFC
They're
fighting each other at this point. Like with the free hand, they're just
Got it. They're just
inexorably like knees coming in and
they're exchanging punches. Got it.
yeah.
Okay. The cage plan might not actually work then because we're President Kim in there too.
I mean, at least you're keeping the whatchamacallit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that what?
That thing, you know,
The,
that thing.
the heavy hitters. The two.
Yeah, the two heavy hitters are still together.
It's a cage match at that.
Exactly.
One way in, one way out. And the other's in a body bag.
No. Oh.
So, yeah, you've got about
well,
movement
let's-
left because the spire took your entire action.
It took one action.
No.
What? No! Fine. Okay, then I'm just gonna
You
be
get one
distracted.
real action. Things that would be like a quick, like
Got
anything that you
it.
could physically do quickly,
Got
you
it.
do that quickly, but you still need to talk to a speed that people can understand. So you take the
Alright.
full amount of time to say what you need to say.
Got it.
So you can move.
I'd
You
like
can
to-
move or do some kind of a reaction, but that's about it right now.
I'd like to just run around, kind of poking him, not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
attacking, but like.
Yeah, so you're just trying to, you're being a nuisance fly on the wall.
That works.
Staying far enough away that you don't invoke reaction, but you don't get close enough to really do anything else.
Got it. So I'd like to just poke him.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah, you start
being-
taunting. You begin to taunt him without the effects of taunt.
Got it. So I'm just like poking at him.
Yeah.
Hello. Sweet.
Mhm.
On the other side of him, I start touching his tail. Like, oh, that's fun.
You got some weird team members. And the duo's back at it again.
Yeah.
Touching hooves, touching tails. What won't these boys touch?
Tips. Each other.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
That's good.
All right, so now I think it's Hellian's turn as you are still hand-to-hand grappling with a giant turtle.
What a Chad Hellion is. There's some Hellion like famer out there who's like. I meant,
Getting weird looks from her parents. It's like it's just a phase.
it's just a face. Just a face.
Okay, as he's getting distracted, I am going to stop punching, but I'm going to kind of work my arms around him. I'm going to try and get him into a massive demonic bear hug and just try and cook him inside of his shell.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna try and make a full grapple.
Yeah,
Oh.
using
Okay.
the supernatural strength.
Gotcha hates us.
Gotcha. This is weird.
We just keep killing people. She doesn't want us to kill people.
Nobody's dead yet.
Keep
Well,
voting.
he's getting cooked, so I mean.
Maybe he's gotta grab him.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, he makes another one.
what is grapple under again? Is it skills?
You think so?
I don't see it. I see active
Or advantage for any of the extra grappling stuff, like fast grab, improved grab, stuff like that.
Well, I have power attack.
So I would say we start with
I could change out like my strength for damage or something, but
what's your stamina?
stamina?
12.
Well,
If I remember seeing it right for that 2 seconds.
Under abilities?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Well, since he's about your same size,
Mm-hmm.
let's call this more of a dexterous act. Then. I think that's where you're lower.
Yeah, so that would be
Because he's big and wide.
That's a 19.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Did you guys ever play that one Nintendo game, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story?
Never got to play it, but I thought it was really cool.
The Dark Bowser fighting the Bowser.
Uh-huh.
Bowser versus like that clone Bowser. That's kind of what this gives me.
Nice.
It's one of my favorites.
So you try
Mhm.
and grapple him. And even with all your strength, it's just the size. He's so wide because of that shell, and you touch your fingers and they can't really grip on as your hands start kind of getting a little bit sharp, like scratched by the shell.
By his spikes, yeah.
And you kind of let go of your grapple for a moment.
Okay. How big are the spikes on his back? Like,
Some of them are 2, like the ones in the middle are like 2 feet. He wasn't able to because they're like rounded, so it's not like a flat surface to like grab.
so it's not like holding onto like a pull-up bar. It's like
It's-
grabbing onto like a Coke can.
A slimy Coke can.
Got it.
Did
Why
you
are they
ever-
slimy?
The sewers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's how they travel.
Discrete units.
So,
I thought that was a myth. Oh shit.
all right. So now that your grappling's done, he's let go of that as well because of this incident. He grabs the metal pole from his foot, rips it out, and he's gonna swing and hit you with it. He can try for sure, right?
It's kind of savage, just like fuck.
Okay, so would this also count as a an endurance? Because I'm just taking it. I'm not trying to dodge out of the way.
Then I would say you can even ignore rolling and just say that it hits you. And now you're going to just take, you're going to roll toughness against my roll.
Okay, plus 5 plus checks involving endurance.
Mhm.
So I get an additional 5.
Yep.
Okay, so nat 20.
Yeah, you see as he takes his bar and he hits it over your head and it just goes around your head and you feel nothing. And it's now just in the form of your head and he's like, and just tosses it aside as he knows it's not going to do anything.
Do I need to roll a dodge? You throw it to the side. I'm there at the side.
You do. So yeah, roll a dodge.
Shit. Oh.
Since you want to, let's do it.
19, and then plus 5.
Yeah, you're moving fast enough that it just kind of goes, and you're like, whoa, and you just keep running in the circle trying to be distracting. And that is his turn. Then we go to Gotcha. Gotcha's not necessarily feeling up to healing you right now.
Do the handcuff. The other cuff.
She's like, but then I gotta get from that hand to the other hand. And I gotta somehow pull that hand to the other hand.
You're strong. I saw you take out half a robot.
I don't know if I'm that strong, but okay.
I took the robot with me. I didn't actually break it.
exactly.
I just took that
Well, I
half
didn't
with me.
necessarily move. I was just like underneath, grabbed it, and then disappeared with half of it.
Disappear with half.
Yeah.
That's murder.
Oh. I forgot about murder.
I know. I'm kind of disappointed that you forgot about murder for once.
You got close.
So I didn't get it.
You got it closer, but it still was not enough to beat the DC. His strength is pretty strong.
I mean, it's a giant turtle. What do you expect?
Who's
what does
done
ins-
damage
what
to
does
Hellion.
Inspired do? Because I'm inspired by.
Gives you a plus to circumstances, I believe,
What is
right?
that?
So a circumstance bonus. So I think that's like basically like checks. If I
So not
remember.
this.
You could. It still wouldn't be enough. So I'd save it for something else. You're like even it's
It's a high DC.
high DC.
Pretty much, I just make it to where,
Like he's not even damaged enough for this to have been easy yet. It's kind of the idea that you would get if you wanted to do more.
okay, it just makes things a little bit easier for you to do things. Like you get an adrenaline.
You get a good boost, especially if it's like something that you're close to. Like you know your roll's bad, and you're like, well, I want to add the +5 to it, and you're just like that close to being a really good score.
Plus 5.
+5. And +5
so
to
a 29. It would be a 29 if we added it.
Yeah.
still not enough,
Jesus. Okay.
especially with the resistance I rolled. That's the other thing is that added to it for that moment.
Wait, that's
Yes, no, yes.
+1 on there. Should I choose that to a 5 or?
No, it's a +1.
Okay. Because it said +5 just now, so I got really confused.
Okay, it's a +1 to the circumstance.
Will.
I thought it was a +5 baseline.
I thought it was 2 for a second. I was like, wait, I have this wrong.
Well, I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you're working it. You're using magic to try and push it more, but it's just a lot of force against you.
I'd like to call a quick timeout. I gotta pee.
Okay. Well, with that top of the line, that's a good time to call it.